To be honest, I find React content not very productive, but it's the meta right now. Should we give it a shot? I'm not playing Final Fantasy XIV now by Ko. That's how it goes, right? Ko.
So, recently there's been a few videos made by people saying that they want to quit 14. Before I continue, I just want to put this out there in case people try to mix my words up or anything. You can quit any game.
It's mostly for catharsis. And after a while, it feels hollow. I mean, yeah, but it's also... I think the thing with React content is it provides value if it's like a discussion. If it becomes a discussion instead of just a, oh, that was cool. Oh, right? Like if they're, you know, if you can vibe off of the actual video and add your own thoughts to it, that's where I think it actually provides value, right? It'll be mostly lurking tonight, no problem. It's provocative, it gets the people moving. All right, let's go. But yeah, there has, is this actually a thing? Because I haven't been following the scene as much. Are there a lot of people who like leaving Final Fantasy XIV right now?
Game, and honestly, anything for any reason, and it's completely fine. You want to spend time in another game? That's perfectly valid. If you want to spend time with your family, go for it. That works too. So now that I got that covered, let's move on. After watching these videos and seeing these people and their reasons, it kind of got me thinking, for myself at least, like, would I ever quit 14? Like, is there an eventual end where I just never play this game ever again? I actually kind of found myself not.
Are these people who are saying that they're quitting 14, are they like 100? It can't be that they're 100% done, right? I mean, because quitting videos, I'm sure they get a lot of traction, right? Maybe they just want to move on to something else, but I don't know. Quitting sounds like pretty like finalized. Like I'm quitting forever. Well, there's quitting now for now and quitting forever, right? But I don't know. I would leave the door open. It's a stage of the patch cycle where people are like, I quit, there's nothing to do. Yeah, I could see that too. Doesn't that typically happens with Final Fantasy, right? That's the vibe I've been getting, where there's less traffic due to less content. Some people only come for the story, perhaps, right? They're just waiting for the next bit.
Not really playing 14 as much as I did recently. The truth is that I am not playing 14 right now, but I'm not quitting. I love this game to death, but I don't think I would ever personally ever leave it for good. When you quit something, it's usually permanent. The definition for quit says usually permanent, so you could come back ideally, but it's kind of silly to think about. I mean, like, imagine a dude quitting his job, making some big show out of it, saying, I hate this job, I'm out of here, peace, bye. And then he just comes back a few months later saying, you know what? I was wrong. I like it here. That's a little silly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Imagine like at your workplace, like I quit. That usually means 99% of the time, I ain't coming back. I'm leaving on my own volition because of something wrong, and you won't see my ass again. Almost like it's designed to take a break. Right. Isn't that what Yoshi P said? Isn't that what he said before? He's like, hey, like, we want to make this game, we want to design it so you don't have to be here 24/7. You can come and play, enjoy your time, and then leave and go do other things, experience other things, right? It's just part of the patch cycles, right? Like all these people that quit WoW last year. True, right. Yeah, the whole WoW exodus and everything. But with the new expansion, it's like, hey, maybe things are better. Let's go back. But quit is a strong word, but I'm sure it gets a lot of views on the YouTube. That's why they use it, right?
To think about. I mean, instead of saying you're quitting, you know, why don't people just say they're taking a break? Why I'll never say I'm quitting 14. First off, it's not a job, it's just a game. To take a break is totally fine, but
yeah,
like,
I feel that.
Quit 14 entirely is a lot. It's weird because to me, 14 is in a really good space at the moment. I've played other games where I felt like I was in this weird toxic relationship, and with 14, you know, 14 treats me good. I never feel like I have FOMO when playing the game, or like I have to do this event right now or else I'm gonna miss out on things such as weapons or units that will never ever come back possibly. Looking at you, Genshin. Now, is 14 a game?
I was gonna say that kind of sounds like mobile games or anything with like a battle pass or something these days, because those are in like, you know, full-fledged like AAA-ish games, right? Yoshi P did say he prefers people to take a break and play other stuff. Yeah, right. The Final Fantasy 14 player base, don't they skew older? I guess MMOs in general, right? Because I feel like the MMO heyday happened when it happened. Like MMOs became very popular like 10 plus years ago. So the people who were, you know, playing then, maybe teenagers then, like we're all like adults now and all that, right? You never understood battle passes. What's the value? I don't know. I don't play a lot of games with battle passes. At first, it seems like a money grab, but if they're actually providing like quality updates via the battle pass, I don't know. What do battle passes usually include? Like skins and stuff, or actual like content? He doesn't want people to play until they burn out, right? Right. Yeah, because we all got shit to do, right? The kids are all playing the Minecrafts and the Fortnites. Hey man, those are still going strong, right? But yeah, I don't have any FOMO when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm still in catch-up mode. There's a lot for me to do and a lot that I haven't experienced. So my situation is different from a lot of you who have been playing this game for a long time and have done, you know, everything under the moon.
Game without faults. Yes, of course, duh, like this game is perfect. Like, why would you ever criticize this game? No, so 14 does have a few faults, but it's like nothing too glaring where it's like the game is pretty much like unplayable or broken. Are there things such as job imbalances for damages and raids? Of course, yeah, we have that, so, you know, they gotta work on that. Maybe some things such as increasing the tombstone limit would be great so we're able to play other jobs and raids and higher end content. I would love that. That'd be awesome. But like I said, those are small things to the point where I'm not gonna say this game is bad and I'm gonna run away from it forever. When you say you quit something, people expect you to be gone for pretty much ever. And if you make some grand exit videos saying all your reasons as to why you're leaving and etc., which, you know, by the way, you can list whatever you want, say what you want, but people are gonna look at that video and then be like, all right, if you come back though, we're gonna keep you on notice. So if you're a content creator and
yeah, quitting is, it's a pretty absolute term. You like Final Fantasy XIV, you can play other stuff right now while waiting for the patch and not being punished for not playing. Yeah, true that. I feel that. And yeah, the story is great and there's no problem with, you know, only playing the game for the story and coming back when there's story updates and things like that, right? Shoot, I guess a lot of people are quitting. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with the space as much, but it's their prerogative if they want to quit. But I feel like quitting, if someone makes a video about quitting, if they're a content creator, I think it makes sense if they're like really gonna shift their content. It's like a hey, by the way, don't expect to see Final Fantasy XIV anymore. So you expect to see this other game. I feel like it makes sense there for sure. Look, Ho said when people who said they quit WoW started going back for Dragonflight, people begin to roll eyes. Yeah, well, that's because that gets the views, it gets the clicks, right? What was when WoW was going through and Blizzard was going through the tough times, people were making all the I quit WoW videos, I refuse to play Blizzard game videos, and you know, it gets the views, right? What it does. But then, you know, maybe they go back and play. Quitting, it's a harsh term, right? Maybe I'm taking a break until I get improvements. But then that doesn't sell as much, right? It's not as sensational.
Saying, you know, I quit this game, it could backfire on you. People will hound you if you come back saying things like, oh, I thought you wanted to leave. I thought you hated our game, traitor. What are you doing here? You'll be kind of subjected to this like weird ridicule for a long while and people will not forget it. And as you know, a lot of games have this weird tribalism thing going on and 14 is not excluded from that. So once you have these people kind of watching your content knowing that that's happening to you, they will keep at it until you break. So it's really hard to avoid those kind of people once they find your content. I will never make a quitting video unless I know I will not return to said thing, game, whatever. What I would do instead is just remain quiet and just, hey, like, I'm just not playing this game at this moment. If somebody asks me, I'll be like, yeah, I'm not playing that at the moment. Just leave it at that. Doesn't mean you're quitting, just means you're not playing that at the moment. It's like taking a break. Just to avoid that kind of like, oh my god, you quit the game.
Yeah, this is a very rational take. Rationality on the internet. Well, I was going to say, it's a very rational take, but we all know why people use the word quit, or I'm quitting this game. It's because it gets the views. You play Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, but that's about it. I mean, Diablo's it's a great franchise. I don't know about the mobile game. I haven't played that one, but, you know, I had a lot of good time playing Diablo 2 and a little bit of Diablo 3 back in the day too, but it's been a while since I played that.
Like, I don't need to make a whole video about it. The only time I really see myself ever making that kind of content is when I want to get viewership, essentially. Because, goddamn, those videos, they get views. So, yeah. If I'm not quitting, then what am I doing at the moment? I am just heavily burnt out of 14 at the moment. I don't hate the game, it's just me, you know, I did all the stuff I wanted to do, and at the moment, I don't feel like doing the other stuff that I haven't done yet. I started 14 in the fall of 2020, and I've been playing every day almost for like 2 years straight. I've accumulated...
Oh! He's only, well, it's a long time, but I thought maybe he's been playing this game for a long time because it seems like he's been in the space for a while, right? D3 is online only on PC, right? Some games are doing that now where they're like, Even like single player games, they're like forcing you to have an internet connection.
Accumulated about like 5,000 hours or so, and I've kind of done a majority of the content in the game, excluding things like
Wait, what's his playtime? What's his playtime?
I've kind of
232 days, 21 hours, 55 minutes. And he said in 2 years. All right, what am I at? I've been playing for a little bit over a year now. I have 41 days, 21 hours, and 33 minutes. So if I doubled that to 2 years, say we're at like 83 days or something. Oh my God. I gotta step my game up. I am nowhere near this amount of playtime. I can see why maybe he got burnt out. That's a lot of playtime. That's a shit ton of playtime, right? That's smaller than you were expecting. It is putting into perspective how much I play games. This playtime is small for you. You've been playing a lot longer than a year. I've been playing for a year and a couple, like 4 months, right? It's shy of a year and a half. I started playing July 2021. June 2021, around there. Even aggregated to the time that he's played, it's nowhere near that. So I can see why someone got burnt out. That feels like a lot of game time to me.
accumulated about like 5,000 hours or so, and I've kind of done a majority of the content in the game, excluding things like ultimates and like Ball Mog Quicksands Ultimate. Not because I'm a bad player, because as we all know, the hardest part about any kind of content in the game is scheduling, and I hate to schedule anything that involves anything more than one person. You know, I've done things such as like leveling my combat.
Dang, you have 1,700 days? Yeah, y'all have some big play times, huh? Oh, definitely has some big play times. Yeah, he's maxed everything out. I only have 2 classes or 2 jobs at 90. I almost have a third at 90. We're getting there, but I've kind of taken my time with the game a little bit, right?
Jobs, crafters, gatherers, beast tribes. I've done some relic weapons, and I've done even Bosja and Eureka. After doing all the things I've listed, surprisingly, I didn't get bored of the game because of that stuff. Do I still have a lot of content to do in the game? Of course I do, but you know what? I'll get to that when I want to. And that's the beauty of 14. I can come back whenever I want to. There's no rush for anything. Okay, so if that stuff didn't burn me out, then what exactly burnt me out of the game? Raiding. The most recent tier, Abyssos drop, and I've never was a part of any raiding group ever. But I was actually invited to one, and I was actually able to participate and actually do raids, you know, when it's current. And don't get me wrong, I love my group. They treated me so well. I love them so much. They treated me like I was some kind of like kid in school, and they were like a black southern lunch lady, like calling me honey, throwing me some extra nuggets and food whenever they want.
Yo, this school lunch looks like pretty deep. I mean, they got the canned vegetables, but they got some fried chicken and mashed. But that's a lot of mashed potatoes right there. Damn. I've been seeing, not too often, but every now and then I see pictures on Reddit of like other countries' school lunches, and they look very, very balanced and good. Like Korean school lunch, I guess it, you know, obviously, you know, there'll be exceptions, but that's prison food, not school food. But I've seen worse than this. I feel like I've seen worse pictures than this for other school food. Like a piece of bread and like a freaking packaged like Oreo or something, you know, something like that. That's not a meal, that's a buffet. Yeah, I guess, you know, everyone, it really depends. To be honest, American serving size is very big. That is true. Americans isn't like our medium like your large over there or something. I'm generalizing, but over in Japan or something, like twice as big, right? Yeah. Everything is bigger in America. Supersize me, baby. By the way, Miguel, how many hours have you put into Smash that you've been playing since 2015? Yeah, but I mean, this don't look too bad. I think you need a little bit of something to put on the mashed potatoes here, but you know. Also, I feel like I've seen in a lot of other countries, like the food is free that they serve at schools. I guess it depends on what country, but like free food for the kids and everything. We got to fight for that here, right? Serving sizes, sodas, assholes, chairs. Yeah, everything is bigger in America. Supersized.
Dude, like, that's how nice they treated me. They were great to me. The thing that kind of burnt me out, though, was the fact that I was raiding from, like, somewhere around 9 to 11 p.m. at night to, like, 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. And I wouldn't mind long hours, but, like, when you're up the whole day already and then you have to, like, raid then and there, I get kind of tired. Most of our members lived in the Pacific.
I actually was thinking down the line I would make a video about raiding, because I hopped into raiding not too long ago. It's been a while, like a couple months ago. I've been having a lot of fun, but I think the keys to raiding is, you know, finding a group with the same goals and expectations as you, right? So we've been super casual, once per week for like 3 hours at most. A lot of times it's like 2 hours or something because we don't have a full group. But that's been working out for us decently. Like, we have room to do more, but you know, I think that's the big thing, right? Setting the expectation and the goal. Like, we're pretty freaking casual too, so it's not a big deal.
Pacific time, and I am like one of the few that lived on the eastern coast, so we basically had to play around everyone else's schedule. And also, that was the only time when people were free, mostly, because obviously people have jobs, and like I said, it's hard to schedule these kind of things when you're doing stuff in 14. Originally, my group told me we were going to do an earlier time, which I thought was perfectly fine, would have worked with me, but unfortunately things change, and I was kind of already a part of it. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I can do this. I just kind of thought to myself, you know, maybe I can stay up a little bit late. It's my first time ever raiding. Might get some experience in, and you know what? Who knows? I could probably do this. No, I was wrong. I could not do it. I am weak. But I made an obligation.
I think that's the hard part of getting older, right? Because when I used to raid in WoW back in the day, I didn't care how long it took. I had nothing else to do. But these days, I gotta get to bed, I gotta go to work, like he said, right? We got priorities and expectations and things to do to make sure we don't die in life.
And I want to see it through, because how often do you find a group for 14 content? It's really hard to find groups, honestly, sometimes. We cleared the tier, thankfully, but guys...
Is it hard to find groups in Final Fantasy XIV? I don't know, because I have all of you. I just summon all of you to join me, and I have, you know, at least a partial group. But if you're like a rando, is it pretty difficult then? Groups you vibe? Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's finding a group and a group you vibe with. Yeah, but that could be like in any scenario, right? You know, starting to rock climb, or going to the gym, or learning how to, you know, finding a group that knows how to cook or something, or just, you know, friends in general, right? And man, the social exploration to finding your friend group in high school and college and all that, it's, you know, it can be a thing, right?
I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I don't know if I could stay up that late ever again. I learned from it, and I learned that maybe I should really focus on timing next time instead of having to go like, you know what? I can stay up till 3 a.m. to raid. Raiding late at night to like a little bit early in the morning, that kind of burnt me out of 14. I woke up the next morning, and honestly, I just didn't feel like logging into 14. I wanted to get my mind off all the like wiping and dying and like constantly studying for mechanics. And if I did log into 14, all I would really do is just AFK for the most part. I wouldn't actually play.
So again, I'm pretty new to the raiding scene. I mean, for us, I mean, we wipe a lot. I don't mind it. I don't mind the dying. It's just part of the process. I don't mind the studying of mechanics. It's part of the process, but I haven't been doing it for too long either. But like I said, for us, as long as we're still having fun, like that's the main goal. And then, you know, if not, then, you know, I guess that's the beauty. You don't have to do it too, right?
Play the content. I would just AFK, hoping people would log on and I would talk to them or something. Could I do content in like Party Finder? I totally could, but I'm what they call a bitch, and I'm too scared, and B, I'm afraid of messing up. So instead of AFKing, waiting for people to log in during this dead period in 14, I could just be contacted on Twitter, I could be contacted on Discord. Why stay on? I just went on.
This is true for most things. When you get a bad experience associated with something, it burns you out faster, right? Yeah, with pretty much everything, not just, you know, games and that. I feel like he needs to use his streamer or YouTube privilege to just summon his own group to work around his time. I feel like with the size of his channel, he could totally do that if he wanted to. But yeah, I could see how it gets frustrating, right? And if you're not enjoying it, then, you know, there's no point in doing it.
Off of 14. But that wasn't the only reason why I got burnt out.
It doesn't always work.
I get burnt out? I know. Well, new games. I like to think I'm speaking for a lot of 14 players here when I say we have a big backlog of games. I'm sure that's all of us, honestly. I haven't even touched Elden Ring since like the first week it came out. And I got Harvestella, Tactics Ogre. All these games I really want to try out and get back into.
Harvestella. Even he mentioned Harvestella. Maybe you gotta check that out because you've been talking about that for so long. Some content creators don't want to be carried, Kev. I don't mind being carried, but I would definitely like to pull my own weight. But if the carrying happens, then it happens. But I think the thing for me is, again, I'm fairly new to it, and I have goals to shoot for because I haven't experienced everything, and trying to improve. Like that in itself is a goal. But I feel bad. I feel bad when I get carried. I want to be able to contribute as well. I don't feel FOMO for missing out on games in general because there's a lot of Final Fantasy 14 again that I haven't experienced yet. So for me, you know, this is still kind of a fresh game, even though like MSQ I'm all like caught up with all the side stories and everything. But I have had that itch like, oh man, I would love to maybe play Mountain Blade again or something, or Total War, or try something new that I haven't played in a long time. But we have Persona going on right now, right? That's what I'm saying. Backlog. 14 is quiet right now. You got a bunch of shit to finish. There you go. Disaster, on the other hand, is taking the time to not play 14 as much and just playing other things. And we'll come back to 14 when the time is right.
But 14 kind of just obstructed me that whole time. And, of course, Koikatsu. But, you know, I was already playing that on the side anyway.
Whoa, 59 hours. What the hell game is that?
14 was me playing catch up.
What game is that?
And I've neglected all the other games that came out, so I kind of want to go play those games. So I think it's fair for people to take a break and just stop. But I don't think quitting entirely was, like, a solution for me. I don't think I could do that. Taking a break is such a common thing in 14. And honestly, during this down period where, as of recording this, it's currently mid-November to late, the next 14 up.
I know that over the years, Steam, I'm assuming that's a Steam game, Steam has very much increased the its directory of adult games. How do I know this? If you turn, I don't know, there's like a setting you could turn off or on when you're browsing for games, and I've done that before. It's out of curiosity, and there's a lot of games like that over there.
Update will be January of 2023, and that's a pretty long time before we have any new content, so a lot of people are off their subs. It is break time. Honestly, I never thought I would reach this point. I thought I would be playing 14 for a long time. I thought I'd be doing every small nuanced thing in the game, but you just gotta take a break at some point. Don't want to burn yourself out. And of course, I'm gonna bring in, you know, the infamous quote here. Even Yoshi P says to take a break. It's alright to not play every day. Since it's just a game, you can stop forcing yourself if it's hard on you to keep that up. Rather, it'll pile up unnecessary stress if you limit yourself into playing just that one game, since there are so many games out there. So, do come back and play to your heart's content when the major patch kicks in. Then stop it to play other games before you got burnt out. Then come back for another major patch. This will actually make me happy.
You never knew Steam had that kind of section? Go look it up. Go into your settings and turn on. There's some setting where you can like just with a quick flick of the mouse and be like, yeah, show me adult games, and oh boy, you're gonna see a lot of them.
And in the end, I think this is the best solution I can answer for keeping your motivation up for the game. 14 never makes me feel like I'm rushed for anything, unlike Genshin. But you know what? I still play Genshin anyways because women. So to conclude, am I basically done making 14 content for the time being? No, I'll still be making more videos because I actually enjoy making videos about the game. I love talking about it. It's just that need to log in isn't there right now. I'll log in when I need to make a video, and if you guys see me on, you know, if you're still on your sub and everything, come say hi. It's just me taking the time that I would have playing 14, and I'm just taking that time finally to take it to do other things. And this guitar that you see in the background, I've had that for about a year now, and I haven't really even learned how to play a full song yet, so hopefully, during this downtime, I could finally start learning some cool skills that I haven't got around to. For now, no more Turbo 14 grind for me. I'll be on from time to time if people want me to play with them and etc., but for the most part, I'm just gonna hang back. Taking a break from 14 is perfectly fine. But to me, I think quitting entirely is just a little bit dramatic, and I'm just gonna, you know, if I was to quit, I would quietly quit, but I think taking a break is probably the most healthiest approach for this game. It's kind of strange because this is actually the first time in my 14...
I think it makes sense if you're sure you're gonna quit, but still make, you know, maybe change to a different game. Yeah, make a video saying you're gonna quit, and hey, you'll find me, you know, posting this kind of stuff now. I think that's fair. I think that's fair to do. It's not a section, Surabachi, it's most of Steam. Yeah, the hentai is taking over, baby.
Play that I'm kind of like, wow, I'm caught up. I kind of really don't have much to do or have things that I want to do at the moment, so it feels strange. I get that feel. And now that I'm here, I kind of get what the vet players are going through. They just kind of wait until the next content, and that's fine. Of course, always keep it with me on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like button. So if you guys want to see me do additional 14 content, I am on Twitch, so go hit me up on there. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.
Most of the I quit videos are tantrum videos, to be honest. Rating is broken, I quit. Well, I mean, you know, it gets clicks, it gets the views and everything. Oh, look, it's Lily and Key Lime and Nawel and Miguel. That's us over there. Oh, we got a lot of ads we got up here. Okay. All right. Well, you know, I think we agree on a lot of points here. Rational take there. Respect it. If I ever quit Final Fantasy XIV, oh my god, man, the world's gonna be missing out on the greatest of content. I know. It's gonna be a sad day, right? Sad day. I don't know what y'all are gonna do without me. That's why I don't feel most I quit videos have much value besides click. Yeah, but that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. To get the clicks, get the people going. By the way, y'all, congrats. We were able to turn a 10-minute video into a 30-minute reaction. There it is. That's how we do it, baby.